What is up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down my organic marketing strategy. Some of you guys have followed me. Maybe you've never seen me. If you don't know me, my name is Brandon. I help online coaches scale. We won the school games, 3 2 Comma Club awards, and we talk a lot about scaling your coaching business with ads here on this channel and on all of my content. But today, I'm going to be showing you guys the exact organic marketing system that we use in our business to do anywhere from $150,000 to $240,000 per month in my own online coaching business. I've never before made a YouTube video or a training video breaking this strategy down. So it's gonna be the first time I ever give it away. So if you wanna increase your return on ad spend, or maybe you've got an audience, you wanna sell more coaching offers, this is one of the most important pieces. It's your middle of funnel. It's the content they get, the emails they get, the challenges, the workshops, the strategy behind all of the ads that I run, which makes it a lot more profitable and easier to nurture and sell people. So if you're a coach, maybe you're at 10, 15, $5,000 a month, or you want to get to 50, 100, or maybe you're already at 100 and you want to add in some more calls to your sales team, some more clients to coach, what I want you to do is stay around on this video because I'm going to jump straight into it. There's not going to be a lot of fluff. Let's dive in. I'm calling this the Organic Marketing Masterclass. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing in real time, content-wise, and break it down really step by step for you. This was me a few years ago. I was basically making content. I had no strategy behind it. I didn't know how to run ads, and I didn't know how to make content that converts. Fast forward to a month ago, just got my 3rd 2 Comma Club award, and we recently won the school games. We've helped a lot of other people make insane impact and progress in their own online coaching businesses. I'm just going to show you the exact strategies. Now, obviously, a coaching business is always a risk. There's never any guarantees. And, any of the income claims I talked about are, results from people. They're not going to be the same ones that you experience. Obviously, business varies, and that's why it's super important to make sure you're diligent in building your business the right way. So my whole point by showing you all of that is this video and strategy could literally change your life. And I know what I'm talking about. So I want you to lean in. Get rid of any distractions that you have right now. Lock in, because I'm about to give you the play for your organic content to help you sell more clients. So I started marketing probably 2.5 years ago now with paid ads. And first month we spent $1,300. We scaled it all the way up to $40,000 a month. We're going to talk about, different things that it takes to get there. But today, what I'm really going to be talking about is the middle of funnel. So obviously, to build a coaching business, you have to have the right mindset. You've got to have the right offers, right? You've got to have some type of funnel, right? You've got to have a sales process, and potentially, depending on where you're at, you're going to need a team, right? And one of the pieces of the funnel that most people miss over is they come and they look at ads and like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And it is, but they're missing the middle of funnel. And today, the only thing we're going to talk about in the whole model is your middle of funnel content, okay? And I'm going to show you what I'm doing organically I'll show you what I'm doing organically to increase the return on ad spend for my ads. And if I was to ever just turn my ads off, I would still be getting clients every single week, okay? So I use 3 main platforms, and we've used ads to grow these platforms. Instagram, 2 years ago when I showed you that first picture, I had about 2,000 followers. Before school was a thing, about a year ago, I had 0 members on school, right? I started my YouTube channel about 1.5 years ago with 0 subscribers. And we've been able to grow all of these platforms with organic content and paid ads. So I want to go over the content flow. This is super important because if you're only running ads, you're missing out on a lot of nurturing, a lot of relationship building, and you're not going deep with your people And if you're only doing organic, you're missing out on a new influx of people from paid ads. So really, they both work together. And I'm going to just break this down on a high level. Then I'm just going to share my screen with you and show you guys what I'm doing in real time. So I'm using Instagram, right? I'm using school, okay? And I'm using YouTube. Now, in the funnel, right, you've got the top of funnel. For me, this is mostly ads, right? And short form content, okay? And my goal with everyone at the top of funnel is for them to become a follower, right, on Instagram, a member on school, or a subscriber on YouTube. Like that's the first action that I'm ever asking people to take with me is become a follower, a member, or a subscriber. After that action, my goal is to get them into long form content. And for me, this is hosted on two places. This is hosted on school, okay? And this is also hosted on YouTube. Now, the cool hack about all this is all of the content that's on school, right, is literally the same content that's on YouTube because YouTube videos literally plug right into school. That's why it's so awesome. So these are literally connected in my content flow. They're the same videos, right? So that's the middle of funnel that I'm aiming to get them to, right? And then even further than that, I'm aiming to get them to a challenge, right? Once a month, right? Or a workshop once a month. So basically, my long form content over the course of a month is 2 YouTube videos per week that also go into school, right? And I'm doing them twice a week, and I'll break those down for you. A challenge once a month, which is a long form piece of content. Usually it's 2 or 3 days live on Zoom with me, or a workshop, which is usually an hour and a half live on Zoom with me. So if I can get somebody to consume at least 2 to 3 hours of my content, the odds of them wanting to actually work with me go up drastically, right? People who come on challenges, they just want to work with us. People who come on workshops, they just want to work with us, right? And one of the pieces that I see most of you guys missing is you've got the ads going, right? You've got the followers, okay? Maybe you've got the school group now. And what you don't have is your middle of funnel. And the middle of funnel, if I'm honest, is more important than the top because the top's pretty easy. You just run an ad to get people to you. But the middle is the part that makes you stand out and become almost impossible to copy. So I'm just going to show you in real time what I do with my content, and then we're going to go from there. So as I pull up my screen here, I'm going to reshare, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like day in and day out. So let's start with the most basic, okay? So most of you guys are starting off on Instagram, and you're probably already running the follower ads. Maybe you've already got an audience on Instagram, or you're just starting. I'm just going to show you what I do every single day. So every day I post a story, okay? This one got, almost 4,000 views. And the story is usually a one-pager, boom, 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 boom. If you're wanting to start, message me the word start, right? Or I'll do another type, which is like a poll vote, or I'll do one where I'm, highlighting a client testimonial, or I'll redirect people to a new YouTube video from my story. So every day I'm doing a story CTA, right? Not only that, in my bio, I have the link to join my school group, and then I have my YouTube channel that points to different VSLs pinned right here. So if somebody comes to my page, they're going to see my story, they're going to see my school group, they're going to see my YouTube, right? So every day there is a story. Now, there is also a post most days. So Reels for me, I've noticed, I get decent views as far as the view count goes. I've got 63,000 followers. We get, 6,000, 2,000, 5,000. Sometimes, we'll get one with 10 to 15. But primarily, under, I would say 6,000 views per video. Okay. And likes, not the best, if I'm honest. 76, 34, 80, 74, 100, 81. But here's the thing. A lot of people get more likes than they make money, right? I make more money than I get likes, right? So I like to create content that sells. And if you can do both, that's amazing. But I'm going to show you just the content that I do. So I'll do reels pretty often. I'll do family style posts, like just updating people on my life, right? But primarily I'm doing reels and I'm doing graphic posts, right? So anytime like notice that your engagement's low or something like that, you could do a family post, something like that. These usually do extremely well. You can do a graphic post. These usually do really well. But primarily, I'm flowing on this reel-based content, just adding value to the people that I serve. So that's the feed content. Stories are for selling. Feed is for serving. That's what I teach people. And obviously, on your stories, you can be yourself too. Having ads running helps as well. And I definitely have those running. But as far as organic content goes, that's what I'm doing on Instagram, as well as another big unlock is if it's available on your Instagram, having a broadcast channel. So inside of your broadcast channel, I'll post my new YouTube videos, and we've got about 1,000 members in our broadcast channel. So I'll post any new YouTube videos. I'll post anytime we're doing a workshop, anytime we're doing a challenge, and I basically treat it as my email list. Okay, so that's Instagram. Once you get Instagram down, then you can move over to something, in my opinion, that's it's really priceless what building a YouTube channel could do for you. So 3 years ago, looks like I made my first video. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. It's great content, but the video quality sucked. Okay. It was literally just me talking to a screen, right? Basically like what I'm doing right now, which is awesome. But I didn't try super hard to like edit it or make it look cool. I just started where I was at and started making content. Okay. So that was my first video. Fast forward, 3 years later, I've made over 100 videos now, right? Which is incredible to say because it took a lot of work and a lot of time and energy to be able to produce all this stuff. And it's also made me a lot of money. So I'm going to talk about the different types of videos. So you're just starting, or maybe you're already on YouTube. There's really two types of videos that I make. It's informational, mindset based, inspiration based, strategy based videos that are more like a VSL, where, hey, in this video, I'm going to show you my organic content flow, right? So now you're here, you're watching it. And the goal is to nurture people enough that they're like, holy crap, I see the value Brandon brings. I want to pay him money to help me get to the next level, right? That's a video like this that I'm recording right now. Or you could do a client interview, right? So that's just me and Hunter having a chat, me and Cody having a chat, me and Justin having a chat and breaking down how he did 100K a month as a fitness coach. Right? You could also mix in, other mindset stuff, how it felt winning my third 2 Comma Club award. I think there's a video, lessons from 200K a month at 28. So you can definitely mix in stuff like this, but primarily VSLs and student interviews, right? So here's all my student interviews, and that's YouTube. Now, what's cool about YouTube is if we're doing 1 or 2 videos a week, those now become your assets. So I want to bring you back to this video, this story CTA rather. So I did a story CTA. Message me the word start if you're interested in starting your coaching business. Well, guess what? Whenever somebody messaged me the word start, guess what I send them? I actually send them a YouTube video because I'm trying to get them into the middle of my funnel. And after they watch a YouTube video from me, in this case, it's this one right here, okay, they want to buy, right? Because the video is just so good. It breaks down exactly how it works. Then they get on a call with us. They already know who I am, what I do, my story, and they know that I can help. And I have different videos, right? So this is like our start VSL. This is our YouTube growth funnel VSL. We've got a school funnel VSL somewhere up here. Yeah, right here. We've got how to build a VSL funnel VSL. We've got our main VSL, which is pinned to the page. Almost, 200,000 views now. Every day it's getting more views, which is awesome. And that's the power of YouTube, right? So it serves as the middle of funnel. Now, the cool thing is, if you also have school, you can do a lot more things. So here's my school group. Obviously, we're running ads to this. So every day we're getting new members, literally every day. This person joined today, this person, all these people joined today, right? So after they join, as soon as they join, they get an email and a text, right? So we start chatting that way. They also go straight into direct messages so we can communicate there. Then they're going to go through the classroom, which is literally just my YouTube videos, right? I just showed you guys that video on my page. So they're actually going through my YouTube content as someone joins school, right? They're seeing how to make a VSL. They're seeing the offers, the mindset videos, my story, all of the people we've helped before. And they're starting to get nurtured. Now, inside of school, we also do monthly challenges, right? We did a challenge where we had over 100 people on learning how to get to 10K a month. It was a 2-day challenge. At the end of the 2 days, we pitched calls. People booked in calls. We've got an email and ads workshop coming up this Friday. And that's basically our flow every month is we'll do a workshop, okay, and we'll do a challenge. Now, another big thing I do is 2 steps. So inside of school, you come in and this post is pinned. We've got almost 2,400 comments and people basically put their IG, their offer, where they're at currently, where they want to get to. And we're able to basically provide customized help and conversations based off these answers inside of school, which is cool. But a big thing we do inside of school is CTAs and 2 steps. So, just an hour ago, one of my team members posted this and, they're voting. We've got 17 votes and then we have a conversation with people. Yesterday, I posted this training, YouTube growth funnel showing you exactly how I run YouTube, comment the word YouTube and I'll send it over. We got all of those comments and we do this probably 2 to 3 times a week, right? Here's the funnel, right? Sending it to everyone who wants it. Comment the word funnel, right? Client had a 9K day, comment 100K down below. We'll show you how we did it. So we're doing CTAs, but the cool thing about this is every single one of these CTAs that we're doing, right? So if we do a CTA here, it leads to a piece of long form content. So basically, my school group exists to get people, right, to the long form content. And this is the middle of funnel that most people are missing, right? We'll also do, post in here about live challenges because that's long form content. We also do workshops, right? Because that's long form content. And we'll send out the replays. So anytime I do a challenge, I'll send out a replay and basically people say, hey, we're watching it, right? And this is literally day 1. You can see how we host those. This is day 2. So not only is there 100 people live, but also we send this out to the school group and to the email list to rewatch it, right? And this is the stuff that people can't copy. This is the stuff that actually makes you great, where people are watching you, getting help, consuming your stuff, and going to the next level without you having to just run an ad and have a DM conversation. It's a lot more than that, right? So that's YouTube, and this is school, okay? We're running people to the school group. We're helping them in the classroom. We're serving them on every week. We have a Monday Bible study where people can literally hop on, pray together, encounter the Lord together, things like that. And then we've got the email and ads workshops, ad workshops, sales workshops, and we've got challenges. So that's the flow inside of school. And lastly, what I want to hit, which is super looked over by a ton of people, is email marketing, right? So I haven't talked about this a lot on my YouTube channel just because most people get distracted by this, but we're using Go High Level now, but I'll show you what I was using up before, the other day when we literally 2 days ago when we just migrated over. So I was using ConvertKit. Basically, we got an email list of almost 19,000 people. Every week I would talk about the Monday Bible studies, going live on those. I would send out invites to the challenge, but what I usually do is I'll send out 2 steps, which are just YouTube videos. So, for instance, here's a YouTube video I made not so long ago that did really well, and I'm going to pull it up for you. Okay, how to run $50 a day ads to make 10K a month as a coach, right? See this video here? Did pretty well, 1.8K views 4 months ago. And so what I did was I was like, okay, this video seems to be getting booked calls. People like it. So I'm going to just write an email. And I did this 2 or 3 days ago on the 24th. Hope you guys are having a great day. I wanted to give you a little gift. Created a free training going over exactly where my next client was going to come from. Boom, boom, boom. I didn't know what I was doing. One simple ad, $50 a day budget. This training's for you. Click the link. Okay. And we had probably 100 plus people click the link to, learn more about this ad. 124 clicks. Then I did the same thing with the YouTube growth funnel. 95 clicks. So I'm actually going to make a CTA for you on School in real time to show you guys, how this works. So on School over here, I'm going to go free training, $50 ads for coaches. All right. So there's that. And then I already wrote this, so I don't have to rewrite it. Okay. So on School, I want people to comment. Comment the word, comment. Let's do funnel, or let's do ads. Comment ads down below, and I will send it over. Cool. So literally right now, I'm posting a CTA, and guess what they're going to get? They're going to get the YouTube video. So boom, we just posted that CTA. Free training, $50 a day ads for online coaches. And the cool part is you can literally take this same CTA and then go post it on your Instagram story. And then when people reply for the training, guess what you send them? You literally send them your YouTube video. And they start watching it. They get nurtured. And then, as you see, someone just messaged the word ads, right? Someone else is typing right now. Ads. Okay, and then what we're going to do is say, awesome, dude, sending it over now. Boom. So obviously, I don't have the capacity to respond to all these people, so I'm going to have to get my team to do it. But this is how it works and how a CTA is super powerful and why you should be building your School group. So yeah, School is incredible. I love School a lot because if I posted a CTA on Instagram, it would take forever to get this many people to respond, but they've already responded this quick in just, 2 seconds, and you got to see it live, which is pretty cool. So that's my organic content flow. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to map it out one last time for you, just so you can kind of see from a high level view how the funnel works. So funnel wise, right, you start off usually with Instagram. You're running a follower ad to get followers, right? Content, conversations, and ideally they book a call, and before the call they watch your VSL, right? So Basically on Instagram, you've got follower ads, you've got your VSL, and then you've got, retargeting ads. Okay. Going to followers, going to people you've had a conversation with. So that's Instagram, right? And then on school, basically we're running ads that are a lookalike audience in most cases of your followers, right? Pushing them into school. But then over time, as you get more and more school members, right, you start to go to cold. And then honestly, my school group ads are, way more nurtured and qualified than even my Instagram. So now school is kind of taken primary over Instagram, but I still teach and use Instagram, especially for beginners. Instagram is amazing, right? They go through your content, they watch your VSLs, then they hop on a call, right? But everyone watches YouTube, okay? Because my VSL is on YouTube. All of my school content is on YouTube. And I'm running YouTube ads straight to YouTube. So it basically creates this content ecosystem. And then the cool part is, as people go through these funnels, right? And maybe they don't end up on a call, maybe they don't watch your YouTube video, but they opt into school. Maybe, they are in your school group, but have kind of gone dormant. You basically put them on a recurring list to be hit 1 to 2 times, even 3 times a week from email, right? And email really gets people back in the game, and you can put them back, into your different funnels, right? By staying nurtured. And the end game is to serve people, help them, get them on calls. And that's just a high level overview of how it all works at scale. So you're watching this and like, yo, Brandon, like, where should I start first? I usually tell people if you're under 15K a month, just focus on Instagram. Once you get some momentum, you can pick the second funnel. You could pick school or you could pick YouTube. I really like school. And basically if you're doing school, you're already doing YouTube. So it kind of just combines together there. And that's what I've seen most people who get to 100K a month do. Now you've been watching this video and I want you to decide which person you're going to be. A lot of you guys are like me in the beginning of the video, the person on the left. You're stuck, you're confused, you got overwhelmed when I showed you all that content. You're like, oh my gosh, Brandon, I don't have an audience. I could never do this. Like, how are you doing it? And you want to be the person on the right, which is thriving in their purpose, making great income, helping more people, making an impact in the world. And what I want you to do is draw a line in the sand, right? We have 2 offers. If you didn't know, one of them is called Scale. Inside of Scale, this is for coaches above 10K a month. You get our Scale course, you get one-to-ones with me, 4 group calls per week, access to my sales manager, setter manager, client success manager, done for you ads where we help you script, launch, and edit them, done for you team placement and training for your setters and closers. If you're a VIP member who pays $25K, you're going to get access to my phone number, you're going to get access to in-person events with me. And if you're not, then those 2 literally are left out. But it's a higher ticket investment. But what you're buying here is access to me and speed, right? So this is where we help you really scale your coaching business. If you're trying to take it to the next level, you've already got some ads, you've got some team members. You're like, dude, I'm ready to just rock. I've got some ad spend. This is probably the best option for you. And if you're watching and you're like, dude, I'm nowhere near that yet, we have an option that's accessible to most people. It's called Start. Basically, you get a one-to-one onboarding with a client success manager. You get access to 3 group calls per week where the whole community is on. We talk about offer, mindset, marketing, setting, sales. You're going to get access to my sales manager. He can review your calls. You're going to get access to my setter manager, make sure you're booking calls, access to my client success manager to make sure that your students are getting success, and following through with their commitments, and that you're having success in our program. And then there's done with you ads, marketing, sales strategy, all that good stuff. But the real thing here is just getting you to draw a line in the sand, right? From going from the person on the left to going on the person to the right. And the thing about it is your decision to take action doesn't just affect you. It affects all the people that you're also going to help. And in our program, we teach the model, right? Maybe right now you're like, oh my gosh, Brandon, like my mindset is so messed up. Like I don't even believe that I could do this. The cool thing about our program is we're going to show you how to dial in your mind. Once you have your mind in order, the next thing is like, what are you going to offer the world? What are you going to sell, right? How are you going to sell it? How much should it be? When should you create an upsell? When shouldn't you? We already have all of that mapped out. We're going to get you coaching in your purpose, your passion, and your skill. Create recurring revenue through different offers. And at first, we're going to start with the group high ticket, one-to-one high ticket, and switch to a membership model later on where people don't take one-to-one coaching time. So we're going to start off, right, with a one-to-one high ticket offer if you don't have any clients. After you get some more clients, we're going to switch it to a group and then make the one-to-ones cost more, right? So if people want one-to-one coaching from you, it's an upsell. Then later on, you can even launch a lower ticket membership that acts as an additional funnel to create more recurring revenue. Now, you've got the cool offer, but you don't have anyone to sell to. Right, so we're going to show you exactly how to implement the organic content funnel that we just talked about and the paid funnel. But then the next problem comes up. Brandon, now I'm getting sales calls. I don't know how to sell, right? Literally every week we have my sales manager doing a sales call, teaching you the exact scripts, frameworks, tricks, and tactics to help you actually sell ethically and enroll students without being super stressed out. And we can review your calls, all that good stuff. Or if you're like, dude, Brandon, I just want to ditch calls altogether. We've got students that literally close on docs, close on the DM. So we do teach that as well. But the real key is being so good at marketing that you don't even attract bad clients. Now you've got all that running, you're making money, and you're like, man, dude, like this is awesome, but I'm doing all the work. Well, then we'll show you how to build a team, whether it's you and just an assistant, super lean and profitable, or if you want to build a whole operation where we've got a content department, finance department, setters, coaches, closers. We literally walk you through how to do all that. So I want to encourage you right now, if you're getting value out of this, you're like, oh my gosh, Brandon, like I'm 100% stuck right now. What I want you to do, without a doubt, is book in a call to chat with us. And on that call, it's going to be super simple. What we're going to do is just get a sense of where you're at currently, where you want to get to, walk you through the model, and pinpoint any parts of the business where you're stuck right now and show you how we could help you get unstuck. So you've watched this video, but now you're probably like, man, I'm not doing nowhere near what I could be doing as far as content and marketing goes. And really, I don't even know if my message is right. I'm not running ads yet, or maybe they're not as profitable as you would like them to be. Again, what I want you to do is just click the link down below to book in a call with us. It's gonna be super chill. On that call, we're gonna get a sense of where you're at, where you wanna get to, and see if we can identify any of the roadblocks holding you back. If we think you're a good fit for our help, what we'll do is we'll walk you through how we can work together. And if not, you're gonna leave with a solid game plan on how to move forward. So again, what I want you to do, click the link down below, book in that call. If this helped you at all, leave a comment, join my school group down below, follow me on Instagram, whatever makes the most sense for you to connect with me further. But again, what I want you to do, if you're one of those people who's drawing a line in the sand, is click the link down below, and I'll chat with you soon.